welcome everyone back to our COVID new world and our Zoom meetings or whatever. I trust everyone is doing well and healthy. Everybody looks good. First thing on our agenda, number one, everyone had a chance to read the minutes. I don't know whether we need to make a correction about the next meeting being April 7th or whatever, but basically there was no next meeting, but we didn't know that at the time. Anyway, may I have a mover to move the minutes, please?
I can move it, Jen.
Okay, thank you. And a seconder? Rick? Okay, thank you, Rick. All in favor? Oh, we have to do the list.
So I'm just going to do a roll call. So because it's, we're going to take a recorded vote for every motion that we're doing, and we'll keep doing that as long as we're having Zoom meetings. So for and against. So Dean?
For.
Tracy?
For.
Chris is absent. Jen?
For.
Robert's not on, eh?
No, Robert is not on.
And I don't see Mark on.
No.
Paul?
For.
Susan?
Yep.
And Councillor Nero?
For.
All right, perfect, thank you.
Okay. Now we're moving right along. Anyone have a conflict of interest to declare? There is none. Item number 3 on our agenda, business arising. Item number 1 here, resolution and correspondence. We got a great letter from that young man, the Finn Hill potential improvements. And that was some neat information in that package, that report that Brent put together. There is some other things happening in that Finn Hill area. I just wanted to mention that Stack and the Sioux Cycling Club are working on trying to secure and create a single track mountain bike trail in that area. We've been doing that since about 2011 or 12, and we're actually getting somewhere with that. I don't know whether, Virginia, if you have anything more to add.
Pardon me?
Do you have anything more to add?
With regards to the trail?
Or the information just that Brent had prepared? Actually, Brent, you're right there. You can let us know.
Yeah, thanks, Dean. Yeah, no, I've also been invited Andre on site, so I actually had a chance to go right on site and walk some of the trails and in the bush with him and Peter Henry, so he was able to give some perspective firsthand of the 3-kilometer loop. Travis has also been coordinating quite heavily with Andre as well, and I believe Steve Turco. Tom Bear's also been apprised of that, so I think that that Travis will be leading the 3-kilometer project along with consultation with Stack and Andre and all the different neighborhood proponents that are nearby there as well. So on that front, that's pretty much the update. There's quite a few exciting projects there with the 3-kilometer loop and also the trail connecting to Farmers Lake.
Thank you.
So
anyone have any discussion or comments? Virginia?
Yeah, just so what we're hoping to do, if everybody had a chance to read through the resolution that came from council, and then I attached the additional correspondence that was sent to the mayor and the mayor's letter to Charlie. We are hoping we need to form a working group. So we have a number of city staff that'll be looking at this. And we're hoping to have 2 members from the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee participate in that working group. So we would need to have a motion, well, 2 volunteers first, and then a motion approving those volunteers to work with us.
Okay. Mark? All right. I would certainly like to still be involved.
Okay, so Dean, was Mark on the call now?
Yes, he's on,
okay,
he's
perfect.
joined us. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Hi, Mark. And Mark's volunteered?
Yes.
Okay.
So then
so the motion
we'll have a motion to approve that.
Yeah, so the motion would read, resolve that the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee appoint Dean Greenwood and Mark Delainen to work, to participate on the working group regarding the Finn Hill improvements.
All right, may I have a mover, please? Susan, and a seconder, Rick?
Yep.
All in favor? Oh, we get to read it again. We just can't show hands, sorry.
Yeah, we just got to do roll call, sorry.
Yes.
So, Dean,
Yes,
Tracy,
Sure, yes.
Jen, or Jennifer?
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. No,
Uh,
that's okay.
Mark,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
Susan,
okay, we're unanimous.
and Counselor Nero. Sorry, don't want to forget him.
Oh.
I didn't hear Susan. I couldn't see
Four.
her hand. Perfect.
Four.
All right, that's great. So I'll be working to coordinate a meeting hopefully in the next couple weeks. So I'll be sending you an invite. Is there any preference for times that work better, just to assist with scheduling a meeting? I'll probably send out a doodle poll, but are there particular times of day that are not good?
No, I'm available anytime.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Lunch is preferred, but
I'll have to send you a sandwich. Okay, great. Sounds good. All right, thank you.
Okay, now I see in item 2 is the park revitalization plan from a report on May 25th council report. That was a lot of work, Brent. I was quite impressed how you've looked at all of the parks and have picked them and scheduled them through. I hope that COVID doesn't come back and we can stick to this schedule.
Thanks, Dean. I can't take credit at all for that work. Really, Virginia, Margaret, Travis, Susan, there's been a number of people that were heavily involved in that report. So we'll be putting a budget request going forward stemming from that report coming in December of this year, looking to do 3 parks per year. So there'll be a little bit more information coming forward at that time, and to allocate an amount, so at least be able to tackle 3 per year. And I believe the Anna Marinelli, it's also on the agenda. I can't see it under Zooms. Did you want me to speak to that now, or did you want to wait to that point in the agenda?
Oh, I think it would be great timing to give us the information now, please.
Yeah, no, we're looking at moving forward. We were fortunate enough to have donations come forward via the Soup Kitchen and Social Services to have $70,000 towards Anna Marinelli Park. We've had some site visits and looking to move forward on that project. It was approved for this year in 2020 to do some revitalization with some solid surfacing, some accessible features, and some neat play features. And Virginia's coordinating that in the very near future to go forward on the RFP for the tenders for the project to get done before the snow flies. So that project it was approved for 2020, and hopefully it'll be complete this year.
So just to add into what Brent was saying, the plan is to add in rubber surfacing to make the park fully accessible and to address some of the concerns that were brought forward during the open houses with the entire James Street project. We're going to be looking at adding in a brand new 3-base swing with accessible features, and then looking at some musical instruments and some other elements, as well as a basketball court. And just to tie into that project, Culture Days is coming up. So part of what we're doing through Culture Days is to do some bright paintings on planter boxes, to paint the basketball court out, to really revitalize that space. And then also looking at some of the paved areas, adding some of the stencils onto the pavement so it adds a different type of play option for the kids that are living in that neighborhood.
That's great. Anyone have any comments or questions? Well, excellent work, folks. I guess that finishes as our item 3 on the agenda, business arising. Now we have our advisory committee projects, the stack update. I'd just like to take this time to thank our stack chairperson, Tracy McClellan, for all the hard work and the awesome presentation she had that didn't get to go to City Council in March. It was a flurry of activity the few months before. She did a great job. A lot of those things we see are happening now. So basically, I think maybe we'll do a YouTube version of that so we can all watch it someday. How about that, Tracy?
Sounds good.
Tracy is been doing a great job, her and Jen and the folks at Algoma Public Health, handling our COVID situation, keeping us apprised and things like that. It's not that they're leaving our committees or whatever, but basically Tracy is not finding the time to continue as chairperson of STAC. I am the vice chair, so currently I'm sort of taking over for Tracy. We're planning to have a meeting later this month. We haven't had any formal meetings since COVID started in March, but hopefully in October we can report on what's being planned and what's going on in STAC. So if there's any questions at all? Yes, Virginia.
Sorry, just to add, should have had this on the agenda item, but it ties into this. This year we weren't able to do the Hub Trail Festival in our normal way. So we worked with Tracy and the folks at the health unit to be able to do a month-long scavenger hunt along the Hub Trail. So I actually had one of the participants pick up their prize today, and he indicated how much fun their family had. They look forward to it every weekend, and they did a different section of the trail each weekend with their family, and he hopes that we do it again next year. So we got a lot of positive feedback. Participation wasn't quite as high as what we would normally see on the festival day. But overall, all the feedback was positive, except for a missing sign and construction that hit a sign on us. But it went really, really well. So I wanted to thank all of our partners that helped support the event. And yeah, so.
Right. No, it was a great job that you and your staff did, Virginia. I heard nothing but kudos. And people kept calling me, asking me where these particular signs were hidden. And I said, well, it wouldn't be a scavenger hunt if I told you. And it was good that you didn't give me a list, because I probably would have given in to a few. Oh, that was great. Any other questions? Sorry, Tracy.
Yeah, that's okay. I just really wanted to take this time to give a shout out to the city as well. From the STAC point of view and an active transportation perspective, the new cycling lanes are getting positive feedback on social media, and you know, I try and share all the stuff that comes out that the Sioux Cycling Clubs puts out, and Andre's done some really good stuff around active transportation. So I just want to take this time to say thank you to the city as well for helping us see that vision of increasing active transportation in our city.
Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, and just an aside, there are certainly bad things that we've dealt with COVID, but there's some of the good things that have happened with COVID is people have kind of gotten off their treadmills and have more time socially and family time, and bicycle sales, not only here, but in the world, are up 40%. And that's very evident on weekends and on the Hub Trail when you look and see the use, and it's going to be great with the addition of our bike lanes. So I agree with Tracy. Thank you very much. No other questions or comments on that? All right, we have an outstanding item resolution. The dog park and the council resolution was in our package. So that was presented to council in May, was it, Virginia?
Yes, so we got the report forward requesting that we send out the survey to the community just to get the feedback. So we had the survey ready to go. It was a tied motion, which means the motion was defeated. They felt timing-wise that it really wasn't the best time to be trying to do the surveying and looking at this project with all the other things that were kind of being looked at that time with COVID and trying to get the plans. So they kind of really wanted staff redirecting their resources in other areas and not necessarily at this point with regards to the dog park. So yeah, so it's kind of, since it was defeated, we have no further action at this time unless it's resurrected again at council.
Okay, any other questions for Virginia on that? Welcome, Robert.
Late again, but we had no power here at 12 Plymouth Court. I just got on. Actually, if you see down on the bottom, it says call in user. That was me too.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't even get in the house because I didn't have any keys, and my wife was out, and I go through the garage door, but if you got a power garage door opener, it doesn't work. So I'm sitting outside. There's always a story with me, you know that.
And that's well backed up. That's Robert, truthfully. Thank you very much, Robert.
Okay, I missed the first part. All I heard is the last part of Anna Marinelli part. That's
Okay.
all. I'll get
All
the
right.
minutes. I'll catch up there.
Okay, thank you, Robert. We're on item 6, correspondence and publications. I guess, Susan, you're gonna have to do without right now.
I did receive an electronic copy, so I did forward one to Susan. If anybody's interested in receiving electronic copies, let me know and I will be happy to send you out what's coming through. But yeah, that
Okay.
would be it for correspondence.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any correspondence that you want to talk about or anything? Oh, how about new business? Boy, we're moving right along here. We're at our next meeting date, which is scheduled for Tuesday, October 6th. And it will be a Zoom meeting again. And here we are at item 9, where I ask for a motion to adjourn. Nobody wants to leave?
I'll move it.
And Susan's going to second it? Okay, well, thank you, everyone.
I'm gonna guess everybody's in favor, right?
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. That's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
I'll send
Bye.
out all the details again. If anybody does have any agenda items they want on the next meeting, feel free to email Dean and I, and we'll get those on the agenda package.
Hey,
Right,
Dean,
right.
Dean, thanks for the shortest meeting ever.
Yeah, that was,
It
You know,
was
you were-
because you were late.